الماتيريال is huge. ولانه انا نسيت
مثلا نركز مثلا
هنركز الاشياء اللي لها علاقه بالالزام. I will be much slower, step by step, and I will highlight that it is related. At the end also we will go through it. I'll make sure that inshallah everybody will be capable of getting the grade you're interested in. Okay? Especially because we have calculation questions, and these are perceived as dry and problematic, but we'll make the effort to make them meaningful. Okay? We have a class discussion here. We don't need to go through this, but it's just what says about what's happening. Sorry, this is loose. Okay, it says in Australia we have filled our cars with petrol for 2 decades. In the UK there is an option to bypass the check-out operators by scanning your own groceries, etc. So it's highlighting that in the West, in some countries, they have the concept of serving yourself, rather than have the service provided to you, right? Okay. So the discussion is about, is this applicable to our part of the world? If you're asked to go and fill in the fuel in your car, is this acceptable, do you think? I don't know what situation in Kuwait, but it's been tried in UAE and it was difficult. In UAE, it wasn't really acceptable.
Well,
Jordan,
in Jordan, yes.
In Jordan, we have it.
Yeah, we do.
People, they avoid long queues. They step out and go and fill in fuel in his car or her car.
Here, I do. I do it sometimes.
It's not about law. It's about culturally. Is it acceptable that to do your self-service?
I haven't seen anybody do it.
Sometimes I do it.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
That's something to trigger.
Wait,
Okay, operation managers are responsible for the following.
تاخذوا معكم جركن؟
لا.
Okay. Operation managers are responsible for the following: getting the job done. They are involved in planning, organizing, and controlling. Operation managers are providing the leadership to produce the product or service demanded by the customer. Okay? So operation managers are involved in different things, including this. So we haven't a battery issue here. I just switched this one off.
Check the battery.
He's a technician.
Can you go and check the battery? Okay, go try. Okay, this actually I already highlighted that the role of the operation manager also is about to work with and liaise. It's okay to liaise with and coordinate with all other different parties. Okay, the operation manager will communicate and liaise with the marketing department and sales department to have an idea about the demand, sales orders, and things like that. He or she will be communicating with the engineering department to produce new designs of products and services. Also, they will communicate with the procurement and purchasing or commercial functions to order raw material on their behalf. So, effectively, the operation manager is like a main player in a team, in a football team, or in a rugby team, if you know rugby. So it's like the whole team will be moving forward together, spearheaded by the operation manager. Okay, that highlights the importance of operation management, and that although you might not become an operation manager, but you will be interfacing and interacting with the operation manager. Maybe if you are in finance or human resources or accounting or sales or any area. Okay. There are challenges for the operation manager, which includes things like operation managers face great challenges to simultaneously coordinate the following functional areas. What I just said, but this is a listing of the areas which the operation manager will be basically communicating and liaising with. With the marketing department, specifically marketing is the most important function that impacts on operations, because it gives you an indication of the demand. You know, how many, what quantity you need to produce. To answer this question is really through the communication, opening a channel of communication with marketing and sales. Also with financial decision making and accounting. You know, the operation manager should have communication, also with human resources, purchasing and inventory, with product design and engineering, distribution, research and development, legal information. So all different functions within the organization, you know, might have some impact or another on operations. So the operation manager has to keep open communication challenge with those. Why do we study operation management? For the same reason I mentioned, that because you might end up as MBA students taking up an operation manager role, or because you might be, as part of the operation management, interfacing and interacting with the operation management. So to be familiar with operation management is something very useful for both cases. Okay. The impact of, in terms of future of operation management, the impact of the internet has been huge, you know, simply because one of the important contributor to and drivers and factors that link to operation management is suppliers. So if you have an internet, then you can connect to the supplier, right? So connecting to the supplier or suppliers will be actually giving you better chance of reducing cost. Having better relationship with your suppliers can give you better rates or better discounts, higher than your competitors, and so on. So technology or internet technology can help you to improve your intimacy with your supplier. And this means that you can have access, you can order online, which will save a lot of time and cost, you know, because if you do things traditionally, it might take a month to go through all the different processes. But if you're connected to your suppliers, you can access their catalogs of the different raw material, and you will see its availability, and it will be delivered in much shorter time. Okay? So the impact of the internet includes the integrated supply chain and enterprise resource planning. Enterprise resource planning, ladies and gentlemen, is the system which is, I initially, earlier I talked about like SAP and Oracle and PeopleSoft and JD Edwards and IBM Maximo and maybe Microsoft Dynamics and Great Plains. So many ERP systems which they are defined as information systems that integrate all the business functions and automate all the business processes. So effectively, all your business will be behaving like one entity. Everybody working together. Yeah? If something takes place in any department, in sales department, you see the impact of it propagating to that, or you know, the impact of it will be felt by finance, by human resources, by everyone. And this is the beauty of ERP systems, that they are integrated. They're using the same database, so they integrate the business functions, making it behave like one entity. It's one organization, one entity, right? And automates all the business processes. Automating the business processes meaning reducing the redundancies in the processes, i.e. what was taking you a month to process might take you only 1 week, because you are connecting all the parties in the process. Process, for example, is like the purchasing process. Purchasing process manually starts like filling in a form called purchase request, saying that I need this and that. Then this will go, if we're talking about manual system, after you complete this form, you put it in your out tray, because you have in tray, out tray. Office boy will come take this and send it to your supervisor. You put it in the in tray of your supervisor. Supervisor will come in the morning, will look at all the documents in the in tray, including your request for purchase, and then he will look at it and say, yes, it is justified, so send it to the purchasing department. Then the office boy will come and take it from the out tray and send it to the purchasing department, which might happen to be in another city or another country. Especially now we have multinational organizations. You might have purchasing in Tokyo and finance in London, you know. So imagine that this will be sent to a courier, you know, to be signed or reviewed by somebody. Then it will go to the division manager. Then you have to assign a buyer or a purchasing officer who will be producing the specification, documentation, and the request for quotation. And then this will be sent communicating to the different vendors or different suppliers. Then invite these guys to come and give us their tenders or their proposals. Then you will be doing two different things. One is called technical evaluation, to check that whatever has been submitted is in accordance and matching your requirements. If they pass, then you take them to the commercial evaluation, opening sealed envelopes to tell you how much they are proposing. Then you go for the lowest price. This is a process, typical process, involving many people who might be in different places. If you have an information system like an ERP, you will see that this process will be taking much shorter time, because everybody in his computer or her computer, they can open the application, fill in the form, the equivalent form, an electronic form, saying what are the requirements, then press a button, it will send it to the guy in Tokyo. He will review it, endorse it, press a button, it will go to the guy in London, and press a button, it will go to the suppliers, and this will be reducing the processes to really, a fraction of what usually it will take. So this will translate into saving on the cost of the product and service, and then it will take you to another level, saying that I can use the strategy of low-cost leadership because my product is costing less than what the product of my competitor. So people will come and buy the same, my product, which is equivalent in quality to that of my competitor, but it is cheaper because I managed to do it in using ERP system, taking lesser time by also, impact of internet on operation management, more demanding and knowledgeable clients. So everybody, the people, the customers, and the partners, and everybody, specifically the customers, they will be more demanding because they are more knowledgeable. Because anybody, if you want to buy a mobile phone, you can go to the internet and look for mobile phones. So you have all the knowledge of the world about mobile phones before you go and decide what mobile phone you want to buy. This was not available in the past. If you wanted to buy a mobile phone in the past, you'd need to drive to where Samsung showroom is, then to drive to where Apple might be, and then go to Nokia and then make this comparison. But all of this now are available in one place. Google, mobile phones. Do you have Carrefour here in Kuwait? Carrefour in Abu Dhabi, you can buy things online. For example, I can go to their website and say, I want a mobile phone. They ask me, what is your budget? So I say $1,000. They give you a list of all the mobile phones which are within your budget. You can give them certain specifications, like I want a camera with certain resolution or something. Yeah, or maybe I want it to be of certain color or material. So they use this as filters, and they give you all the things you need. And they compare. You'll be able to compare the Nokia and the Samsung and the Apple, which have the same requirements you have requested. And then you make a decision. So customers have more knowledge about these things as a result of the internet. The ever-increasing rates of change, technology and business models. So I was talking about technology changing and new models and new technologies, which contributing to producing new products and services. And the internet has led into competition is more intense. Yes, it is more intense because the internet itself has become like a forum for advertising and for reaching everybody. It's something available 24/7, accessible by anybody, anywhere. So the competition is high. And the competition, you're not competing in your neighborhood in Kuwait. You are competing with, people sometimes they go and order the mobile phone from US or from UK. So you are competing with everybody. So it is intense. Competition is very intense. And the global markets and opportunity strategy is a strategy in the global economy. So globalization itself has become one of the more pressures on different organizations. Thank God we finished topic 1. We have limited time, so we need to speed up.
How many topics are there? 10, right? Yeah.
But quality or quantity, effective or efficient? Both. No, we try, we try.
It seems the quantity.
Can you know what are the important topics?
Yes, yes,
for
as we
now?
go along, as we go along.
No, the topic one is not important.
يعني أنت أنت
I don't,
Nothing important topic one is.
I'm trying to remember.
أنت-
Do you have the important topics in front of you?
They were not meant.
You have not received it?
No.
I have it on my mobile phone, they sent it to me. So I'll go through this with you. I don't think, if I miss out on any of the things which are important as we go along, then I will go back to it. But as far as I know, you might have something, there are important topics, but there also we might have something like critical thinking questions, which are not, they are generic, You will be asked a question about operation management is critical to the survivor of or to achieving competitive advantage. Statement, then you'll be asked to critique it. So this could be anywhere, in any topic.
Conceptual. You have to understand the concept.
Yes, this is why I'm saying you need to understand what's there, then you'll be able to argue and debate, But those which are specific, I remember, for example, one chapter is important, the quality management topic. There's one question, it's called modern quality. Yeah, it appeared in the important topic sheet of the university as saying the modern quality management. So this will be the whole topic is important. You need to go through the whole thing. But there are also other things which are calculations. We're gonna do them together, like demand forecasting, break-even analysis, Little's law. I'll take you through these, so don't bother yourself now. When we come to any of these, I will tell you this is exam related, and we're gonna learn it and make sure that you know it. Okay? So operation strategy in a global environment. Organizations to regularly adapt their strategies in order to compete effectively in today's high-tech global economy. Already highlighted the importance of strategy to be able for it to be flexible so you can adjust it in accordance with the changes in the environment. Operation management strategy specifies how this will occur. So the connection between the operation strategy and the business strategy give the edge for the operation strategy to explain to you how you can achieve business goals and objectives. Yes?
Can we say the business strategy is the vision and tactics? Strategy is the mission, and the operation strategies are the goals that to reach?
Some people can do that, it is, but the way your syllabus presents this, there are 3 different strategies, and each of them has its own components, like vision, mission, and goals.
Oh, okay, in each.
But in other, in the industry, as far as I know, they would be one, and they would be very much what you just said. That this is high level, you define the vision, mission, and then you have tactically, you'll be defining the plans, and at the end, you'll see that you will be ending up with the operational plan for 12 months.
Exactly.
This is the translation. If you implemented this correctly, then you'll see that this will contribute to achieving business goals. Okay, an integrated cooperative approach between all functional areas, especially marketing, will be fundamental. This is a team work. Yeah, we said it's like a football team. It is critical, to be able to implement the strategy successfully, that all parties work together. Yeah, they say it is like a rugby team. If you've ever seen rugby, you see that the whole team moving together forward. Yeah, in football it's probably different because they reposition themselves, But in rugby teams, the strategy is usually you will have one person, who will be running with the ball forward, and you will have the whole team actually running, running with, supporting him basically, running with him. Okay. Corporate strategy determines the organization overall goals. So this is just to differentiate the 3 strategies here. The corporate strategy determines the organization's overall goals. So think of any organization, your organization. What are the overall goals of your organization? To become a leader in the business of whatever, or to be a leading university in the Middle East, something like this, And then business strategy follows from corporate strategy and defines how a particular business will compete. So we're talking about different businesses within our organization, how they compete in the market, all right? And the operation strategy is about how we do it. You know, what products and services do we produce effectively and efficiently to achieve the competitive advantage. And if we've done it right, then you will see that you are leading in this business as you are competing in this business or this business or this. So the message here is just to link the three strategies. And the whole purpose of all this, as I said, is achieving competitive advantage. I described to you, this is like car races or people racing, running. So all the time you see the positions changing. Person who was on position, third position might be putting a lot of stamina and a lot of motivation, and you find that he will be, you know, becoming number 2 or number 1. And then somebody else might, so the position number will change, and this is exactly what happens in the markets. You know, at any point in time, if somebody investigates your position in the market, you find that compared to your competitors, maybe you are number 5, number 10, number 20, and this should prompt you to adopt certain strategies which can help you either to achieve competitive advantage or to sustain competitive advantage. Because even if you are number 1, stay as number 1 is, you know, to sustain number 1 is important. Yes, sir.
It's prayer time.
Okay, prayer time. Let me, prayer time. What can I do? But we need, Hisham told me to continue.
Anyway, I am going to pray. Okay?
Okay. Anyone want to go to prayer? You can go to prayer. And by the way, when you come back, you know what we'll go through, and later on we'll go through everything important to the exam. Right? So you will not miss out too much. Great. Hisham told me to continue. So what? Everybody is going to go pray. Let's go to the prayer, yeah? أنا مسافر. I don't have a problem. Value chain, yeah.
What do you do with chain?
Because it is, yes. Because it's these different activities or functions are connected to each other.
Usually you see them together, like chain.
Yes. So the operation itself, as I said, it is interfaced with many other functions or activities. So can the operation manager produce anything without getting raw material supply? They cannot.
So what's the value chain? It's getting
Value chain? Value chain, all these different divisions or functions connected to each other. Each of these, you saw these different boxes? Each one represent a division,
I can't wait.
which is in topic 2, the topic 1. Okay. I think what we do, we probably break for how much time did they?
No, no.
1 hour.
I think we could break.
From
for
1 to 2.
If we're not, you know, if they're not here, they will miss out a few things, important things. I'll talk to Hisham about this. My friend. Okay, so we can break, yeah? 20 minutes. 20 minutes, half an hour, as you like. If you want to stay here, you can stay. But I think I'll stop because you know the majority of students already left. Okay?
So can you show me the chain?
The chain, yeah, right. Value chain. Do you have any questions, by the way?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm asking other questions. This is for the quite too. This one.
Information system.
MIS. What's this doing here? You know,
Okay, we expected that MIS would be there today.
that's the one. This is the value chain. Okay? So the chain, you're interested in the word itself, connecting inbound logistics to operation. Can you see that? Inbound logistics is one function. Operation is another function. Outbound logistics is another function. Marketing and sales is another function. If these are connected in the chain, linked together, there's a dependency between them, a relationship. Finish to start, or finish to finish, or one to one, one to many, many to one. Then this is the chain.
Is there any relation between the raw material and the end?
Yeah. Oh, this is within the organization. Now, if you want to expand this to the supply chain will be outside this.
Yes.
Before inbound logistics, you will have supplier, maybe distributor. So you will have all the other parties who are,
So there is a difference between supply chain
Yes, of course.
and chain.
Value chain is something which can help you to appreciate the value of your product through the contribution of different functions. All these different functions contribute incremental values to the product. So the total value of the product is achieved by all these. Inbound logistics might be contributing 5%. Operations might contribute 20%, and so on.
So usually, what I'm asking, these things I'm asking with my experience background. For example, I'm working in a bank.
Right.
There's a department, they call operations department.
Right.
These guys, they look after the products, they correct the mistakes. For example,
Yes.
the branch guys, they do. It's some sort of back office flow.
Right.
On the back.
Uh-huh.
You will never see them at the front with the
Right.
customers.
Uh-huh.
You understand? So how does it fit in this explanation?
What they call operations?
Yes. Bank operations, for example.
Okay. Describe to me some of what they do.
For example, when we
But I
issue a
need
check.
to, yeah.
For example, when we are going to Turkey,
Uh-huh.
we said the group, we went to the marketing and sales guys there. They identified the market and they come back. When they came back, the first meeting we had was that, okay, it's time to establish the branch. So we sent them the operations team.
Uh-huh.
Operations, they went there, identified and settled down. You understand? Sometimes, the job, other job they do is that when you issue a check, for example,
Uh-huh.
وصار أخطاء مثلا
Uh-huh.
قال لك 50 أعطيته الشيك و500 دينار أو درهم
Uh-huh.
والشخص الكاونتر بالغلطة أعطاها لك عمل لك
No,
5,000.
Yeah.
Next day or online, they check the operation.
Their
Yes, they monitor. At the same time, إذا حولت مثلا فلوس من هون إلى هناك
Uh-huh.
في حاجة اسمها سويفت تيلكس.
أيوة I know.
هاي التيلكس ما فيش تيلكس بتطلع من البنك إلا after they review.
So obviously it's a function which has clear operations defined.
So operations, what I understand when I saw these people, is some sort of people who are having continuous work.
Yes,
like
yes.
something
يعني
يتغير
يكون
منه.
اسمه
وما يتغير
شو اسمه
منه.
هذا الفن؟
عبد الرحمن.
عبد الرحمن حياك الله. عبد الرحمن, it seems the way what you're describing is more like, we said that operation management is about either products or services. What you describe seems to be of services nature. So all these different things which they do, they seem to be delivering a service. The service could be delivered to customer, could be delivered to their colleagues, other departments.
Yes.
So this is service, which is normal.
My question is that when I am an IT مثلا أنا شركة IT حاليا
Right.
بيعمل سوفت وير وبيعمل الموظفين.
أيوة أيوة.
عندي عقد معاك سبورت.
أها.
قلت لي مثلا أعطيتني
أيوة.
سوفت وير
أيوة.
معايا سبورت كونتراكت لمدة سنة.
تمام.
هذا السيرفيس الذي أنا بعطيك إياه.
نعم.
والاوبريشن سيرفيس شو الفرق بينهم؟
Operation.
اوبريشن سيرفيسز اللي حكيناها في البنك.
هذا service. What you described is a service.
So both of them we can call it as operation service? No.
Yeah. Both different models. They call them business models. مش كل services of one business model. The way you provide the service, the details of this, the nature, كل هذا depends on your business model, what you are.
Can we say every service profiled to a client is an operation service?
You can consider it that. But we need to know more details. So we'll talk about this. We're having a break, maybe.
ما وصل مش حاجه وصل
ليش طيب انا جميل والله جميل والحقيقه ايه اللي غنى شويه نعم يس لا الراجل ده بكره ازاي اسمها مين الحكم
hurt your health, you will get older very fast. دي أشياء كثيرة. من كوبا شكرا.
صح شفت بقى الكلام
الذي أنا بحكي وصلت.
يعني الناس
الدكاترة بيقول لك
الناس الكبار ايه الاحراج ده؟ ايه الاحراج ده؟ شكرا شكرا